What's good? It's your boy, Paulus Harris, aka the Crazy Uncle. Hey, guess what? It's your first time tuning in. Go ahead, hit the doggone subscribe button, hit notification bell every time I post up new content. Today's episode is brought to you in part by Seagram's Extra Smooth Vodka, because it's 5 o'clock some motherfucking where, and Dr. Pepper with the 23 ingredients. And like I said in the previous one, no Seagram's Gin did not come to me and ask me to promote this shit. Just me doing this because, for one, I'm a retired Army vet, right? And a lot of times it helps me get through the day, especially when I got to deal with stupid motherfuckers like the motherfucker that I saw last night. So by now, everybody, well, I'm not going to say everybody, but most people by now they've either saw the whole 18-minute interview, or they have actually like really did, they didn't seen highlights, which I really don't know what type of highlights that you can get out of 18 minutes, right? But in either case, people have people didn't most people have watched it, because I watched it because I was just really anxious to hear what this bitch had to say. It's almost like, I like to compare it to you know when you're gonna get some pussy, right? And your dick is hard enough to cut diamonds, right? But then once you get into it, then it ain't what you thought it was. Well, it was, for the simple fact you knew what it was, right? But you just like you just did it any goddamn way. That's what this is what tonight's last night's interview was, right? So okay, so here's the deal, people. So anyway, I think one of the very first questions that was asked, right, is like, okay, what are you gonna do about the middle class? So right then and there, it was almost like, okay, well, fuck the lower class, right? I mean, because to be perfectly honest, I really think that that first question was indeed a setup, right? And Kamala, just like any other fish, went for that motherfucker hook, line, and sinker. You know? So, but this is the one person that she's for, let her tell it. She's for all Americans, you know, whether you're stupid or not, it's like, okay, because we already know what she said about the 18 through 24-year-olds. She said these people are stupid. So, but she's for all Americans, but then she didn't even mention nothing about the lower class, because I'm pretty sure that it's still lower class people in this country. But did she try to correct old girl? No, she didn't. Right? So that was like red flag number one. But I gotta tell y'all this. For those of y'all that actually really watch my channel, faithful to my channel, right? All 38 or 39 of y'all, I really don't know. But in either case, what did I tell y'all about a month and a half ago, maybe 2 months ago, when, especially when Joe Biden decided he was going, he wasn't gonna, go for a re-election. What did I tell y'all then? Because the thing about it though is, because the thing is this, right? Regardless of what the fuck the average person may think about what happened on January 6th, January 6th was staged, right? A lot of people, right to this day, they want to say that Trump had a lot to do with it. No, Trump didn't. Trump didn't have nothing to do with that. As president, which right to this day, I really don't understand why anybody would want to run for president, because the president is nothing more than a goddamn frontman, a scapegoat, if you will. Meaning, if the Senate and Congress they fuck up something, right? Guess who they gonna blame it on? They gonna blame it on the president because let's just say that, and I've said this plenty of times. You know, Congress want to pass a bill. President say hell no. Then all what the fuck they gonna do is go get 2/3 of the vote and say no, motherfucker, we want this in the law. And then what the fuck he gotta do? He gotta sign the shit. So for the most part, where is the power in that, in a sense, right? But going back to what I told y'all, it actually really goes back to 2016 when Trump won, right? These motherfuckers knew then, right, that okay, they already knew they was gonna bring him back, but they had to get into Biden, see, because Biden been in office for as many years as I've been born, maybe a little bit longer. But all what I'm trying to tell y'all is that Biden, just like with Ray Ray and with Peyton, right? Once they announced that this was their last season playing football, guess where the motherfuckers ended up at? They ended up in the Super Bowl and they won, right? Because they were good little boys, right? They did what the fuck they were supposed to do. And then that's how the fuck you get rewarded. So the same thing goes for, because the government controls all of this shit. So there's no that the same thing goes for politicians. You be a good little boy, right? We're gonna let you have the president. We already know that you ain't about shit, but we're gonna let you have it. We're gonna let you fuck it up for a couple of years or whatever. And just know we're gonna give it back to Trump, right? And so, and we ain't even got to talk about the motherfucking the primaries, something that Kamala did not do, but Joe Biden did, right? So you would think that okay, well, if he's dropping out of the race, right? So now it's wide open. Anybody and everybody can act like really throw their hat in and say, you know what? I want one for president. Where were these people? Where were these people? Or did these motherfuckers just got together and say, hey, guess what? We're gonna let Kamala or come all over her face have it. We already know that she ain't gonna win, right? So we just gonna throw her out there. And last night's interview proved that shit, right? Now, great the fact, a lot of these YouTubers out here, they're not gonna actually really say it word for word, like how I'm saying. But basically, this is all what the fuck this is, right? Because I'm gonna tell you something. Because I'm gonna take it just a little step further, right? Trump right now is what? He like 77. He either 77 or 78 years old, and he's still pretty sharp about himself, right? But I'm thinking what is gonna happen is that Trump is gonna win. Trump is gonna win, and it's not even gonna be close. He gonna come in, he gonna shut down the border, right? Because he said, because he already said that's what the fuck he was gonna do. He gonna shut down the border, right? And if it was me, he probably said something to motherfuckers back, right? You know, but I'm thinking what's gonna happen. So let's just say, okay, let's just say for shits and giggles, right? Let's just say he's 77 and some change. So by the time that the term is over with, right? He'd be like 80 plus, right? And but then, you know, then he come the motherfucker, they're gonna be like, oh, but he too old, right? But here's the deal. Unless he get up there for whoever that's gonna run against him in 2028. Now, unless Trump get up there and be like, he starts stumbling over his words like how Biden was, then I'm like, okay, you know what? Go and get him out of there. But let's just say for shits and giggles that he get up there and he the sharpest knife in the goddamn, in the cabinet, right? Then what the fuck is gonna happen? Depending on who they gonna have that's gonna be strong enough to actually really knock Trump off. Unless he just actually really just come out and say, you know what? I ain't gonna do it no more. But here's something what a lot of people are missing. If y'all actually really go, I can't find the clip. I you know, I don't know the clip by name, but the thing is, I remember him saying this. He's like, look, after this election, you ain't got to worry about it no more. So you almost got to ask yourself, why would he say that? You know, because again, you had to go back and look at history. It's only one president that actually really did 3 terms. And I want to say I forget who, I want to say it's Roosevelt. You know, it's one of them, right? And then, so then they come up with this rule, right? They say, okay, well, the president he can only serve 2 terms, right? Or, you know, well, they basically what they were saying, like, okay, well, you can't serve 3 consecutive terms. But I'm just like, well, why the fuck not? You know, if shit is going good, right? Why would you want to fuck that off, right? So in either case, like I said, they had to give Joe Biden his Super Bowl ring. They let him be president, and then this bastard, he couldn't even finish out the term. That within itself should tell you something. I mean, it is 3.5 years. And if y'all know anything about that 3.5 years, y'all already know where the fuck I'm going with this. But you know, it's just, I'm just looking at it. This shit is acts like really is weird, right? Because I mean, I get it. I mean, if you don't want to run, then okay, I got it. But you know, I'm just like, you leave so much, you know, that you don't like. For Kamala, you know, it's just like, okay, well, this is like some last minute bullshit, right? I mean, great the fact, I know it's short notice, but ain't nobody finna vote for this motherfucker. You know, especially if y'all saw that interview last night, and if y'all motherfuckers still want to vote for Kamala, then all of y'all, I don't know what the fuck need to happen to y'all, but something very torturous needs to happen to y'all. Somebody need to put a snake up your ass, or just put you in a chair, right? Or lay you on a table, put a big ass rat on your stomach, right? And put him in a bucket, and then heat the bucket up just enough where he get hot in there, he starts scratching your ass, right? That's what the fuck need to happen to y'all. Because if y'all sit up there and y'all still gonna vote for this motherfucker after this, yeah, that's exactly what needs to happen to y'all. And then it's just for the simple fact, come September 10th, she got to debate Trump. And if she sounds anything like what she did last night, y'all already know who's finna win that, right? Y'all already know Trump is finna win that. So that's what I'm saying, right? These motherfuckers, they wanted Trump to be perfectly honest with you, they wanted Trump to do 3 terms. But according to rules and regulations, they were like, hey, look, we can't let you do 3 in a row. You can do this one, let Joe Biden have it, and then we can bring you back for another 2. If you're up to it, So basically, this is I'm telling y'all right now, this is what's gonna happen. This is what's gonna go down, right? I mean, I'm not no Nostradamus, or I'm not no fortune teller or anything like that, but I'm just looking at this whole thing, and this is like the only explanation that I can actually come up with, because Trump, when he was in, people had money. You could do shit, right? Now these motherfuckers come in, you ain't got no money. You can't do shit, right? And then on top of that, you let all these people in here, and they the only ones that can do shit because they got all the money. So a lot of people say, oh no, hell no. These motherfuckers, they ain't even, and they paid not now tax. They ain't dug not one foxhole, sent one round down range. And yes, I'm breaking in my military career on this, but I'm just like, so this is what the fuck we do, right? And so, like I say, that's one of the reasons why I'm not going to vote for this bitch, right? And if anybody else got any sense, y'all wouldn't vote for this motherfucker neither. And it's just like in one of my other previous shows, right? I told what I tell y'all. I said Dr. King is rolling around in his grave. Because what did he say in his I Have a Dream speech? Don't judge me by my skin color. Judge me by my character. Okay, what the fuck character do this bitch have? What has she done in the 3.5 years of her being vice president? What has she done, people? And then it's just for the fact, y'all heard the interview last night, right? They even played the clip. And then what this bitch said? Same old playbook. So basically what she's saying is, okay, yeah, I'm black when it's convenient for me. Yes, I'm Indian when it's convenient for me, right? And so I'm just like, this go like, that's it. Next question. And I'm like, bitch, really? So I'm just like, again. So let's just look at it. You don't give a shit about the lower class. And then what killed me, right? She talking about, well, she's going to expand the child tax credit to $6,000. Motherfucker, don't you know people getting that already? People are getting that now, right? And just guess what? It don't take $6,000 to buy a damn baby seat. I'm sorry. So I'm just like, okay, you already talking about shit that's already in play. So let me ask you this, Kamala: is this why you want abortion to be legal? Right? Is that one of the reasons why you want abortion to be legal, or is it because you want to like kidnap the child later on for STEM research or for organs, or to continue the sex trafficking with young children, and then y'all want to sit up here and holler about that they missing? Which one is it, Kamala? Right? Or is it because y'all want to infiltrate the child so bad that they actually want to end up being transsexual, which I already told y'all, right? The bone structure tells everything. If you don't change the bone structure, you really ain't doing nothing. Just like I said, just because you get your dick cut off and start taking estrogen pills, they don't make you no woman, and vice versa, right? So again, which one is it, Kamala? Like, really? Like, what the fuck? What the fuck we talking about here? Right? And then basically, because like I said, in my one video with the abortion rights thing, I'm just like, okay, so basically what you're saying is you want us to trust women, but then you just said that anybody that in the age between 18 and 24, they stupid. But just know, like I said, some of those 18 to 24 year olds, a lot of them motherfuckers are women. They're out there shaking their ass right now, right? Trying to get pregnant because you already said that with you as president, you gonna get these motherfuckers $6 grand. So what the fuck you think they finna do? But they stupid though. Come on now, make this shit make sense. Okay? So I mean, you black 1 minute, you Indian 1 minute, you want to call 18 to 24-year-olds stupid, but then at the same time, any of these 18 to 24-year-olds, once they get pregnant, you want to give them $6,000. Really? So this is what the fuck we do. Lord help me, please. Somebody make this shit make some sense. Like, seriously. But, like I said, this who the fuck y'all want as president. And I already know a lot of people gonna say, well, Trump done did this, that, the third. But guess what? Trump is not gonna do anything that damn stupid. I mean, let's be reasonable here, right? And then when Trump say, hey, he get in office, he gonna go over there and shut that shit down as far as like the war between Russia and the Ukraine. I'm almost willing to bet my whole goddamn paycheck on that one. Right? When he said he gonna close the border, same thing. I bet my whole paycheck on that one. But hey, look, it is what it is, people. Like, I was, like I said, right? I listen. I don't have no problem if a woman decides, well, hey, you know what? I want to run for president. Good for you. But just know this. If you run for president, you better be talking some real good shit. And then once you talk it, God damn it, you better walk it. Plain and simple. Because I don't have time for no wishy-washy motherfucker. Plain and simple. And that's on any goddamn job. But then again, what the fuck do I know? Right? I'm just an old, well, I'm not old. I'm just a retired Army vet that I just want the right thing for my motherfucking country. The country that I defended for motherfucking 21 years. So do not put this ignorant bitch in office. I'm telling y'all that right now. Right? Because if y'all do, the motherfucking 5 o'clock is going to turn into 3:30. So with that being said, hey, look, y'all know what the fuck to do. Tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell Big Dan, tell Big Bertha, your uncle, your auntie, your grandma, your papa. Motherfucker next door, across the street, around the corner, Paulus Harris, a.k.a. Crazy Uncle. Hey, look, y'all have a good and safe Labor Day weekend, right? As you can see, or actually I showed y'all earlier, I'm turning up, right? Because, hey, it's supposed to be a celebration, but y'all do the right thing and put Trump in office, put Trump back in office, like seriously, right? Or it's just like what old boy said, we're going to fuck around and it's going to be bread. Bread going to be $9. Bread going to be at $9. And we ain't even going to talk about gas. A lot of you motherfuckers going to be riding bicycles to work. The next time.